Hey everyone, it's Connor Mitchell, head whiz of Dragon Rider Network, and you may be wondering, what's with the jacket? No, this isn't for my audition tape for Jimmy Fallon. This is actually a much more serious video. So this is a topic I've actually never talked about before on this channel because it always looked like it was never going to get to a threatening place. But now, times have changed. If you've been paying any attention to the news for the last few weeks, you've probably been hearing a lot about net neutrality. Net neutrality is a set of guidelines that prevent internet service providers from giving preferential treatment to certain websites and services over broadband and putting others in the slow lane. Back in 2015, the FCC held a vote and ruled that internet service providers are to be regulated as public utilities. Right now, broadband internet providers are treated as Title II utilities. If this rule was to change, ISPs could charge you more for different services, create fast lanes, or even block websites entirely. So this could never go away, right? What do you think this video is about? So what could happen if this were to go away? Many more aspects of the internet will be dealt with on a pay-to-play basis, meaning if a company wants to avoid being put in the slow lanes, they need to pay a fee, and that fee gets passed on to you. Think about the last time you may have bought a cable package, if you've ever bought a cable package. There are tons of different packages with tons of different channels, and it makes the entire process feel like a nightmare. This not only raises the cost of what you view, but it also limits the amount of content you will get to begin with. You might have to pay solely for access for YouTube, Wikipedia, Netflix, or a host of other services that internet companies would consider to be premium. You can use your imagination as to what that might be. It's also the reason you can watch people like me. I'm not a celebrity on TV and I don't have a lot of money, but I can record videos in my basement and thousands of people around the world can see them every day. Now, fortunately, this is not a done deal. So what can you do? Currently, there are 5 members on the board of the FCC, the controlling body that will cast the final vote on this matter on December 14th, 2017. 2 of the members, Jessica Rosenworcel and Mignon Clyburn, have already come out in opposition of killing net neutrality. Rosenworcel wrote an op-ed in the LA Times asking the public to stop us from killing net neutrality. And in May, Clyburn spoke to TechCrunch and had harsh words to say about internet service providers should they get their way.
If left unchecked, if there's not a referee on the field, that companies, your internet service providers, the big guys, will do with what they do best. They will answer to their shareholders, and they will ensure and double down when it comes to market share.
Sadly, the FCC chairman Ajit Pai has already made up his mind on the matter. The 2 board members who are now going to be the deciding force in this matter are Michael O'Reilly and Brendan Carr. The links to their emails are listed below. It is essential that you watching this video right now go and message those members of the board to let them know that the public is demanding a free and open internet where cable companies and internet service providers aren't able to decide what your internet access gives you. Should also contact your local congressperson because if the SEC does end up killing net neutrality, it will take the help of Congress and the will of the people to bring back the internet to what it was meant to be, an open sandbox for new and creative ideas and not a platform where select few at the top are able to decide what the masses might like. Also, the FCC will be holding a vote on December 14th at the FCC building in Washington, D.C. It is an opportunity to peacefully protest and also have your voice heard. I'll be there doing coverage the day of the vote and will also be interviewing anyone who shows up to protest as well. If you want to go, the address is 445 12th Street Southwest, Washington, D.C. 20554. So in closing, if a free and open internet is important to you at all, call your congressperson, email the board members of the FCC, and tell them to keep net neutrality in place. Having a place where everyone has an equal voice is what makes the internet the greatest invention in human history, and it's why we need to preserve it. Now, back to my audition tape.